worth the wait, being able to spam the Franco faces. Greetings, y'all. So I've been grinding for a while, the better part of today, in order to try and catch up to Connor, as he did get pretty far ahead. So now I've got Etamon that's invincible and I'm... Nice. Yeah, so I guess an update on how everything's gone. This is my current setup. We have Dave sitting at level 34. He's very close to becoming Aero Vidramon. Gundam, our new Vmon, is currently a Vdramon, but he's not actually going to be following Vidramon. Oh, it says right here. At level 28 and 33, he learns Air Cutter and Dramon Claw. I, at the very least, want him to learn Air Cutter at level 28. I don't think I'm going to keep him around for Dramon Claw, but once he hits level 28, I'm going to get Air Cutter and I'm going to de-digivolve him back to Vmon, because this is going to be the Vmon that we use for Paildramon. And then, just like we have Rise, we have Ruin. This is going to be our Ruin mode. This is going to be our Ruin mode Shine Greymon. But just to raise his aptitude, I've decided to take him up the Greymon route, mostly just so I didn't have 2 Geo Greymons. And then I'm going to send him back down to Agumon, and we're going to send him up the Geo route. Speaking of the main 3 though, this lovely lady is very close to becoming Craigasm material. Just around about 600 Holy XP left to do, if you see there. Okay, just over 400 left before she can Digivolve. Very similar situation for Rise, who is 1 level away and needs to hit 2500 Dragon type XP. Has already hit the machine cap, but you can see the 3rd slot down is at 2223. So very close to Digivolving as well. The one who's not so close to Digivolving is Pheramon, who is looking to hit level 40 and the Spirit 140. The Spirit shouldn't be too difficult, but it's just hitting that level 40. Gonna take a while. And yeah, this is the back row. Grinding Holy XP has been a pain. Just a genuine pain. But that was me just grinding through Thriller Ruins, because early on there's not many good ways to get Holy XP. It's kind of annoying actually. Basically there's Thriller Ruins and not much else. Greymon has a beer belly. Yeah, Greymon is the Greymon pre-quarantine, and then Geo Greymon is the one that hit the gym, decided that he was just gonna be like doing all these home workouts, lose the gut and come out jacked at the end of quarantine. Oh my guys, have enough aptitude, you've got to grind to get them all at 55 to get them to Mega. Greymon, you mean Thickmon? Yeah, you've got all fat and all muscle. The 2 different schools of Greymon. And we're going to be saving Shellmon. That is the quest that we are already on. We got to talk to the youngest Greymon, that is Agumon, in the Shine Square. Square is in this direction. There you are, Agumon. What do you want? Hey, Eli. When we were playing in Loop Swamp, my friend Shellmon ate a poisonous fruit and started acting strangely. He went on a rampage and went further into the swamp. Eating this antidote fruit should cure him. Please find Shellmon and save him. Okie dokie. We have got the antidote fruit and we are going to get out of here. So unfortunately, we're not going to be digivolving during this encounter, because Loop Swamp, if you remember, has Dark type, Fish types, and I believe it's Machine is the other type that's here. We're basically limited to farming Thriller Ruins for Holy XP and Login Mountain for Dragon type XP, which is kind of why we've been struggling. I went for the Holy type more just because it ended up being more useful. But yeah, it's kind of annoying. Alright, so we're already blocked off from going in a certain direction, so we're just gonna hop straight into here. There's Shellmon already. It was that easy. I'm sure this is going to be like some sort of difficult fight. I also did fuse a couple of the fodder, which is why the percentage is lower. But for me, the feeding strat that Connor used to just DNA fodder into his Impmon wasn't changing my stat line. So unfortunately, I will not be able to break the game wide open, just like Connor has. And once again, Dawn players stay losing. I'm sure there's a relevant Francofaces for it. I thought about getting an F, but instead we just can I get some Pepe hands? Can I get some Pepe hands for the Dawn players? Truly forced to actually play the game instead of bust it wide open with an experience share. That said though, I do actually have some other emote ideas to replace the placeholder bit donation ones that will probably get put into use. Just looking at possibly changing, possibly making a hands S and maybe IAR, or not like this emote. Alright, so a Shellmon shouldn't be too difficult. Famous last words. Yeah, in terms of new moves, we still have the Raging Light, but I switched up Raging Flame for Normal Bomb, which did more damage and uses less MP, so it's kind of nice. It's basically a less MP intensive flare dive at the cost of having lower power. We now also have the single target moves for Rise that are Dramon Claw, which is 48 effects, 29 MP. Single target, very, very useful, has a decent crit rate as well. And then we got Sharp Fang, which is 50 and 32 respectively, and also puts in the fat damage. Also causes Earth resist down. Poor guy's just hung over. I make those noises too. And also you end up further away from home, you know, it's all starting to add up. Alright, so resist light down, resist earth down. He's gonna hit middle tackle straight down mid and do no damage. Even though I'm not able to fully break the game wide open like Connor is, with the experience share, I am still probably significantly over-leveled. Well, there's no probably about it. I am significantly over-leveled for these quests, so hopefully catching up shouldn't be too difficult, just down to the sheer power output that I have. Unlike Connor's Impmon, now Wizardmon, I don't have a 4 space hitting move, so I don't have as much area clear. But in terms of just blow for blow, it's not that bad. Really, I should just be using Raging Light, because that combos well with Gattomon. I also haven't bought any new equipment yet because I figured that they're about to digivolve soon, so buying new equipment is pointless because I'm not going to be able to wear it for a while. So I should just stick with the equipment I have and then adjust accordingly. Alright, there we go. 140, so that's going to put Fira over the level up. And Ruin is hitting level 18. It hurts. Help me. Huh? I feel so good. It must be the antidote fruit. I was acting strangely because I ate poisonous fruit. Oh, I need a favor. Shogogekumon too became poisonous because of the fruit. Get an antidote fruit. Wait, he had an antidote fruit? I lost my ability to read halfway through that if that wasn't abundantly clear. But I think I should have... No, I don't have an antidote fruit. It's either we find an antidote fruit and give it to him, or he has an antidote fruit and didn't eat it. But we're looking for an antidote. Hello, Vermelingus. How are you doing, Connor? We are doing the quest which requires you to go unpoisoned to poisoned / hungover Digimon. I was unable to digivolve my Digimon, but it's okay. It just, hopefully, the next species quest is going to take us to Chip Forest, or not Chip Forest, to Login Mountain again, or some other place that just has it. Alright, there's our antidote fruit. There's Gekomon and Kogomon again. Alright, so we got 2 Kogomon. What have you been up to today, Connor? Awesome. Grinding, making emails, that's about it. It's amazing you're still continuing the grind when you very much probably do not need to at this point. Or say, I feel over-leveled for mine and I'm mostly trying to catch up to you, so I feel like you are, by no means, do not need to be leveled up. No worries, Jamie. Rise has now hit his max level, so he's going to be gaining nothing from this, which is really why I wanted to get that Dragon XP. But, unfortunately, he's just gonna not be contributing too much. I would, de-digivolve. Ooh, you got a new keyboard. Do tell, do tell. Keyboards do be my thing. Membrane. Blech. Blech. Alright, let's see the farm results. Oh, I forgot to go back and check. These guys haven't... Oh, they've all hit their aptitude, that's why. Nobody's leveled up in a while. I need to digivolve everyone. So there's a lot of digivolving that needs to be done. Oh, it's not even about the clickety clack, it's just about the not membrane. It's about the anything else but membrane. Hey look, it's another Shellmon. I'm actually upset that I forgot to digivolve everything off stream. Wow, that's a lot. This is a lot of fish. Razor keyboards on membrane? Definitely membrane. Yo, Ben, next time I'm in Stoke, I'll bring up the keyboard. I'll bring up my nice Varmillo keyboard, and I can let you experience typing on a black switch. Made Verm Heresy deciding what next? Yeah. It's because I nearly timed Ben out for owning a membrane keyboard, and then I realized that you don't have mod. Also, you should not draw attention to the fact that you have mod. You should just quietly accept that you have mod and not acknowledge the various means of which it can be removed from you. But you're probably fine. After all, Ben only uses his points for very specific hits. And as long as you don't redeem the forbidden button, it'll be okay. Very, very, Oh dear. Oh dear. Ah, I'm out of points. Oh dear. Oh, we going again? Gotta dust off. Don't want to have the same. Oh, look at that. You love it. You love to see it. You gotta put your all into it. All right, that you back? Oh, all right, fair enough. I respect it. It was worth it though. I'll see you boys in 5 minutes. You did indeed come in at the right time. The forbidden button was pressed. You do not have unlimited points. You just have a large, large bank of points. I have unlimited points. Yeah, they do know that. Some of the people you timed out are mods in other chats. Ash is a mod in like 4 people's chats. He is very familiar with mod privileges. He even has the macro to ban you in multiple streams. You're a special case. You hit a 1k crit. I think I'm fine to stop Connor. You need to cease. I'm so glad I managed to fight the muscle memory of just mashing turbo through animations. We just came out of this, didn't we? So we're going this way. Yeah, Tentamon, you punched that log. We got that good, very nice. We'll go this way. Hey, nice. I think I can do this without... Yeah, I can do this without spending too much mana. Or MP. What? There's nothing here. No. This area really should be one that I actually make use of the drag mechanic to check corners and stuff. That said, we're getting great XP. It's a real shame that not everyone is due to my incompetence. But at this point, I've just got to accept. And hopefully we'll just blow through this very, very fast. We'll go get that dragon type XP as well. We'll have to do that because it's just going to annoy me so much if we it's going to annoy me so much if we don't have Rise leveling up just in general for a while. Random poop. Please do not throw random poop at my Digimon. Please don't do it twice. Please don't do it 3 times. Wow, critical one that time. You showed me. You need dragon for the plan. I just need to get a better point so you farm it. Yep. That's me with all of the XP types, namely dragon and holy, which are funny enough the 2 that I don't have. Alright, this will... Ooh. Armadillamon, you headbutt that log. You show it who's boss. You did not show it who's boss. Dang. Yeah, I mean, I'll catch up to him and he'll be some immortal freak beast. Streams are for progress. See, streams are for progress and for grinding for me. As someone who's done this as a YouTube series, I'm very used to just like axing content. So just being on camera and just like going through grind is so normal to me. That's a dead end. I'm glad that Gatling Punch is at least able to double tap the Otamon. So I'm actually having to use Dramon Claw because I'm pretty sure my light tackle doesn't do enough damage to Otamon. Welcome to the chat, Dale. How are you on this fine Wednesday evening? No response from Ben yet, which is why I've not sent you that contract. Look at all these Staffs alumni congregating here, isn't it lovely? Might have a little gig doing a game for Easter for someone's website. That's dope. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't just manually insert egg in there, because that's totally what I read it as, and for some reason I actually chose to just pronounce what was written. Egg. I probably shouldn't go down the whirlpool. You like an egg in this trying time? Nice. Double level up. Oh yeah, one of the things I was supposed to check the drag path. Yep. One of the things I noticed when getting the second Greymon is it doesn't matter if you go to Geo Greymon or Greymon, the amplitude caps at 35 for Agumon, which is really annoying because it means you end up in situations like this where you've digivolved once but you're at your cap immediately. Ooh, that didn't do nearly as much damage as I was hoping. There's also... Well, actually, you know what? It killed the one it needed to. Which means now she can Starlight. See, I thought about that. But we're also so close. We're so close to... Rise Greymon, it would just annoy me having to grind him back up. I definitely will be doing points where I'm degenerating and stuff. I don't know why I normal bombed that, but it did a lot of damage, so I'll take it. In fact, that is the reason that I went to Veedramon first instead of straight to XVmon. That, and I don't currently have a Wormmon to turn into Stingmon yet. I love that of all the Digimon you chose to be your, like, broken Digimon, you picked Etamon. Oh, wow, that's gross. Yeah, luckily you get decent aptitude boost on the first Digivolution, then after that it's okay. And then degen is usually where you get a lot of your aptitude. I have actually ran into enough Dracmons from grinding that I will be able to get a Dracmon, and I might turn it into a Sangaloopmon and see if I can resurrect Lupe Fiasco. I do not like this swamp. I feel like I've double back to myself. I have double back to myself. Oh, the turbo button is so enticing right now. Oh. Yeah, I don't remember where the Digi-Egg of Courage is. It's definitely so weird to me that they give you the Digi-Egg of Miracles, or at least you have access to the Digi-Egg of Miracles way earlier than you have access to the Digi-Egg of Courage. Especially just considering it's like the first oh, for goodness sake, it's the first Digi-Egg that really gets shown off. Oh wow, a critical 39, speed down. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Frothy Spit. Once again, Gatomon getting ganged up on, double crit. Will this kill in one? It does not. You know how it is, just mute the game and put on some cool audio? Some cool royalty-free music? I mean, if I make a wrong turn again, then that is 100% happening. I can tell you that for a fact. I played when I was watching Jack stream earlier, I had the audio off and I had the turbo firmly held down. Oh, of course I had to have an encounter right before it. Yo, Weedmon. Yo, let's blaze up. Is it just me or does Weedmon dab when it gets hit? Like, look closely. Alright, so we've been that way, yeah. This is... Get me on here. It's a good thing that this place has good music, otherwise I would be very, very less happy. Oh, fat 400 on the dot. Nice, nice. Last time I went that way, let's just teleport. Oh, where I'm going. But this does not feel promising. This does not seem promising. Oh, you're a new whirlpool. I hate every quest that happens here. There's never any good ones. I think there's another, like, all the water areas seem to be really mazy. I've realized also Rise isn't gonna level up, so he's gonna be struggling for mana for like the rest of the time. Which is definitely really annoying. Almost as annoying as Digimon living. Alright, never mind. He did such little damage, I don't care. Surprise blow. I assume Surprise blow has like a higher chance to stun or something. Because it really doesn't do much. Thinking of getting a heresy emote, it might be the first one you get officially. Fair enough. Oh yeah, Strum on Claw does defense down. Just like it's so much, gotta retake the Holy Lands. Gotta drive out the Light Fang. Relegate the background characters to the background they belong. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna start jumping into whirlpools, to be honest. One of these gotta take me to the right place. I swear we've been here before. No, I do not want to call from the farm. I know nobody leveled up. Don't have to tell me. I think we're back at the beginning. I think we're back at the beginning. Oh, Fira's so close to leveling up. Which means he's going to be useless in the next fight. Well, I'm not going to waste any... No, not valuables. I'm not going to waste anything on him, but I am going to replace the mana on Rise, because he could do with some. Yeah, this doesn't fill me with huge amounts of confidence. and got ice cream after I got timed out. I did hear about Ash being a mod for like 4 different chats. Don't forget my mod and Cam's chat. So I know Jamie had infinite points too. Very, very true. Jamie confirmed fake news. I saw milk loads for 85p in Aldi and I was real close. You should have done it, man. You gotta treat yourself. Oh yeah, you're also a stream Digimon. I forgot to say, your request to have a Terriermon has been fulfilled. He is chilling in the Dirkling Isle. What level is my back row? He's level 22. Have you learned any new techniques? Please tell me you've learned something. Why are Greymon trash? What's your aptitude? 35 still. Well, wait, you learned something at, what, 28? So you're, yeah, I think 3 levels off. At 28, I think I'm just gonna degen it. Yeah, we definitely looped. As much as this music is nice, I think making progress today would be nicer. So instead, I'm gonna opt for the good old mute that. And yes, it is time to make use of a DS Pro specific feature. And never mind, all we had to do was switch to chill music and we made it, chat. Just like that. YouTube will think I edited out content, but no. But no. That's fake news. I was always on the right track. Never at any point did I repeat directions or think I got lost. You're mod in 9 channels? Dang. See, if you had mod in this channel, you would lose VIP, and you are a very important person, so I refuse to revoke that right from you. I know I just saved. However, it is force of habit. I'm gonna fight this boss. Some enemies, some units aren't gonna even get any anything from this. It's okay though, because you're a Dirkling, so you've got the big privs. There are some VIPs out there that don't have the ability to spam my face, so they're missing out. You know what? It's probably best for me to just mash Raging Light. Because I know that's all Kari's going to be doing. Well, she's not. She's going to be mashing the Knuckle. See, I would Sharp Fang, but that's only going to do Earth Resistance, whereas if I Dramon Claw, that's going to do defense down. So I basically just mash a rotation of 1, 2, 3. You keep the dabs up, it's gonna have nothing to lose. Luckily you don't lose VIP if you get timed out. You only lose mod if you get timed out. Which actually means that really Jamie should have VIP because it will be less inconvenient for me. However, he does good mod work, so he stays as a mod. Yeah, we hit the big decay today, so we're down. Or actually, it might have been yesterday. We hit some yesterday, and the rest has come today. So we did get some very good timing that we managed to hit 35 right before, so that way people can enjoy the VMod poggers. Yeah, you lose mod if you get timed out, which is why I constantly have to remod Jamie. Whereas VIP, you don't lose if you get timed out. I'll be honest, I've been reading chat more than I've been paying attention to this boss. I'm literally just doing the same motions. And not, like, I've been barely paying attention to the DPS it was doing. Alright, nobody leveled up, so it's fine. Alright, hurts. Huh? What happened? I have no memory after I ate a strange fruit. I see. That was a poisonous fruit and you saved me. You're a lifesaver. You have my gratitude. Alright, they are 100. That was 100% just like pure ethanol coming out of that fruit. Alright, one last fight for giggles. Flame dive. And let's get out of here. Complete our quest. We'll complete our quest and then we will head over to Login Mountain. Well, we'll accept the next quest and then we'll head over to Login Mountain. Get me out of this hellhole. Yo, I'm so glad that there was like a thumbstick in the way on the input controller that I'm using for my DS Pro, because it supports external controllers, sort of like how you need an adapter for the GameCube to plug into the Wii U. I got one of those for my DS Pro. Very complicated add-on, but I got it working. I'm glad that I have that, otherwise I 100% would have hit the turbo button. Okay. I was here to do something. You use a mouse and keyboard? Oh wow, that's actually pretty cool. I didn't think you could use a mouse and keyboard on it. I guess that would be good for like inputs and stuff. That'd be good for like if you're playing like the Resident Evil game that came to DS. Well, that might have been 3DS actually, but playing like a third-person shooter on the DS would be very cool. Alright, Ash, since you are here, I bestow upon you the opportunity to change your Terriermon into a Gargomon, or, you can stay a Terriermon forever. Fluffy's already been timed out for one dab. I'm sure it'll happen again. You want to go all the way? All right, Gargomon. You may request a Digimon, as Dave was just before the collaboration. Now you do have your sub request as well. Also, Ash, if you want to change the name from Zangetsu, because I know the full Zangetsushi doesn't fit, let me know. This is your opportunity to change it. I just kind of input it because it was off stream. And also Zangetsu is a good name, even if the sushi doesn't fit. All right, excellent. Rapidmon is gonna be next. Okay, same question for you, Juice Boy. Do you want Tentomon to stick as a Tentomon, or do you want to take him down the Kabuterimon route and we're gonna take him to this big, beautiful bastard over here? Not this one though, because he's useless. This one. Had a Gargomon toy as a kid and I snapped an ear off. My mom told me off for trying to bury it. Oh no. Did you try and bury the ear or the entire Gargomon? I think it may be time to digivolve you. Alright. You tried to bury the whole thing. A minor defect is like bin it all. Alright, we're getting stat increases across the board here. I didn't make it to the garden. She was like, where are you going with that? Alright, Juice Boy. And we do have the 2 Mega Kabuterimons. We're going to be going the red version because blue version, quite frankly, is poo. Those 2 have gone. Keno, Jack, are you in chat? Am I going to get 2 Kabuterimons, or are we sticking with the thing? Wait, I have an eyes emoji now? That's so good. I love it. An eyes emoji. You got an original yesterday and the blue one can't become Hercules? Yeah. Oh, you know what? I realized I'm gonna digivolve him anyway, because even if he wants it to stick Tentomon, then I just degen him back and he'll be stronger. I just know there are some people, I mean, for Pokemon it's definitely way more tricky because people like particular ones. So like for Don's Poochyena, I didn't evolve it because 1, my Tiana looks stupid, but 2, he likes, he loves Poochyena. And the last one, Armor 3, not to be confused with my other Armadillomon called Armor 3. Can't go into Ankylomon because he doesn't have the... What a crud Digimon. Its aptitude is 2, and I can't digivolve it because that means I can't hit its level for 23. And this one requires a minimum aptitude of 25. Like, what a poo Digimon. But he can go into Doraemon, so I'm now immediately more invested. Look at him, he's so small and angry. Look at him go. Alright, well, they can continue doing that. You want to become famous? Well, you're already famous enough for me. All right, let's go talk to that idiot. No, wait, he wasn't an idiot. It's his friend that's an idiot. And also his friend's friend, apparently. You were added to, oh, that's a Magnamon? Yo, what's up? Shine Hall is just ahead. Many tamers and Digimon get together. It was to check and see your thoughts on digivolving Tentomon. If you want me to degen your Kabuterimon back to Tentomon, let me know. Otherwise, I will try and take him further through the bug path. Man, it's a shame. Jamie AFK, right? You know, I've been like, yo, he's a sick mod. He's always doing the good mod stuff, and just like, yo, bot shows up, Jamie asleep. SMH. Gas your homies up and they go 0-2. Alright, we're gonna be making a cake. But before we make a cake, before we make a cake, we need to go first find out who we're talking to. Gizamon in the Shine office, so he's right outside. You making a cake, bro? Hi there, I really like making and eating cakes. I've always wanted to eat the legendary Digi-Deli cake. I heard from Sunfloramon and Shine W will make one for you. Do you think you can go and get a Digi-Deli cake for me? This is just a nice, easy fetch quest. You see that? All we have to do is go talk to Sunfloramon. There's going to be no extra things that we have to do whatsoever. Why he can't just go and ask her herself, I don't know, but I will quite happily be the Uber Eats of this cake. There is actually another way to get to the west area. I'm just lazy. The Sunfloramon in that area is over there. You keep looking at the top screen. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. I was thinking about moving around, like changing the way I capture this to have it left and right. I might muck around with it in a future stream. But you lose the DS feel. You use the DS feel, lose the DS feel if you do left, right instead of vertical. And for other games, I don't think it's as appropriate. Although that said, I think Star Force, which is going to be one of the next DS games that I play on this stream, is also bottom heavy. But I can't split that left and right either because it's a full arc. So it's like Mega Man Battle Network, but they rotated it in the plane. So yeah, it's left, yeah, it's bottom heavy. But the top screen being lined up with the bottom screen is also super important. Otherwise I'd be like looking at it like Battle Network was just split. You want me to make a Digi Daily cake? I'm sorry, I'd like to make you one, but I'm all out of SP Digimilk. If you go get me some, I'll make the cake right away. Pokemon in Sunken Tunnel has SP Digimilk. Oh, we're going to Sunken Tunnel? That's another thing that I don't want to do. All right, let's take the stairs. So this is the other way that you get to Shine W area, is if you come through here, which we don't often do because it is often just faster to teleport. But there is that tidbit of info if it did interest you. So I don't really know why I went this direction. The gate is this way. We could have gone straight to Sunken Tunnel, but we're not going to be doing that because that would be stupid. Step 1, we go to Login Mountain. I'm a veritable well of knowledge. I do try my best to be a well of useless knowledge. Oh, come on. There's like no dragon types in this area. I don't even want to fight you, but I do operate on a no flee policy, except when they spawn 4 Aquilamons and I only have rookie Digimon. And I'm like, come on, bro, what are you doing? Cave Patamon's skull in. I will, in fact, I will cave in Walkmon's skull as well. No flies, alright, well. Now I'm slightly upset, but we are going to be making cooked bird today. Oh, look at that tiny little puffball attempt to get punched in the face. I'm always ready. Come and get me. Oh, it's gonna get destroyed. Oh wow, actually no, it took it head on. That's pretty good. All right, can I get some dragon types, please? Can I get some dragon type? You see how these aren't dragon types? Oh, there we go. There's a dragon type. Die. So for context, that did 733 with crit. Connor did 1k with crit. So I think that really puts into context how freakishly overpowered the Dusk Let's Play has already become. Still no new moves, huh? Gundam should be learning 1 and 2 levels, which is good. Alright, you're a beast type, so that's not actually helpful. As cool as you are, I really need, like, not you right now. So I've got to do this, and then I've got to go over to Thriller Ruins for Gatomon, because Gatomon also is probably going to hit level cap real soon. So I want her to Digivolve before she does. Yeah, Leo's in chat again with the squashed VPOG. He has been bonked yet again. How are you doing, my man? Yeah, it shows its age. It definitely shows its age. The species XP, I think, is the most irritating thing with this game. Pretty good. Arsenal just lost 3-0, feels bad. It must be a Wednesday. Was it at least like a good loss, or was it to like some back of the woods team I've never heard of that they lost to? Oh, it was Man City? Alright, that's a good loss then, that's fair. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like... Yeah, it's like we lost to like Brumley or something. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Dragon type! Thank you, Vmon, for coming through. You know what? The power of circles. I believe in us. Alright, that's a bird. Alright, the power of circles has betrayed us. Yeah, football with no people is surreal. It's really something that you basically only ever saw in like FIFA if you said it that way just to be funny. WWE with no people is also surreal. Can I please get some dragon types? Can I please get some dragon types? Yo, Hatsune Miku is a talented woman. Really a global icon. I can't believe she wrote Harry Potter as well though. Like, the amount of depth that she has to her writing. Comedy, fantasy. Were you able to get your Twitch stuff sorted out, by the way, Leo? Or is Amazon still misbehaving? Yeah, I figured you meant Amazon, not amazing. I've never seen that error though before. Alright. What are we at? Dragon 2291. We need 2500. Oh, please just give me some Vmon. Give me some big Vmon, please. You know, maybe this chaos zone isn't working. Let's go to the other chaos zone. This one's the cooler chaos zone. This one will give us. That's an Aquilamon. That is like not what we want at all, actually. Like, you could not be further away from being useful. Yes, agreed, Ash. It is a shame that there are a bunch of people that seem to have some form of creative prospects and then creatively decide to just not be good people. I pray that when I get back to writing, I don't suddenly become a degenerate human being. In the non-wholesome kind of way. Which Digis have been claimed? We have Dave the Vmon, we have a Terriermon. You can double up on a Digimon. If there's Digimon that have been claimed, I can always get multiple of them. It'll be first come, first serve. Like the first Tentomon we had was Juice Boys, and then we got a second Tentomon for Keno. Wow, that was 3 Vmon, and that's still not enough. But this was the problem. Well, Fluffy, if you see any Digimon that you're like, yo, that looks cool. Just find a horse Digimon. There's Centaurmon, but he's ugly. Well, have you got a Digimon that you think that you're gonna want to go for? It's all in the name. Look, Ash, it's the truth. It's the truth. That boy wears a helmet. And that boy wears a helmet for a reason. Oh, look at all that XP. If only it was dragon type. Yo, look at that. Look at that big Zangetsu and the tiny field. Might as well go and cultivate. All right, you cultivate that, Chief. How'd it go? You providing for the family. I love it. I actually don't know if we have enough food now, because 3 of them are champion level. Oh, that's a single Monodramon, huh? Wow, it dies to the first hit of Gatling Punch. Yikes. Look at the lack of XP that I'm getting. We then have to do this for Holy. I'm sorry, chat, that I was unable to grind this much off stream. I really did grind for 3 hours. Don't mind me just seizing the means of production. Alright, I really would require that to not miss. Alright. Dramon Claw once again proving to be as useful as ever. It's just such a solid move. 250? Metal Etamon. Etamon is the embodiment of Reddit as a Digimon. Can I get some dragon attribute Digimon, please? Yo, the forbidden number? Alright, I'm leaving this chaos zone. Can I please get me some Vmon? I really need them. Preferably lots of them. Like 4 of them, that would be pretty cool. I'd even take some Monodramon, but that's not it. Like, that also not it. You see the distinct lack of what I want. Oh, they're all resistant to Earth as well. I'm gonna kill you. Just to get him out of the way. I mean, I guess I can kind of see him as a beast type. I don't know why I did that. I should have just gone for Dramon Claw and just committed to like annihilating one Digimon. How much damage are you doing? Some. I'll give it credit and just say some damage. You'll take the whack and creepy looking Patamon? Would that be the purple version of Patamon? Or are you talking about these Darugamon that are on screen? I would also recommend figuring out what how you want your name to be shortened to make it onto the game, because as you've seen, it is a 8-character limit for Digimon. It's very non-flexible. Yeah, the Doraemon movie is very, very weird, but it did at least give context for that random 4th Digimon that was a playable starter for Digimon World 4. Oh, they just used clips of it as the intro for Digimon World 4 and it made no sense. Yeah, I can imagine. The basic one from season 1, I only know the first and second seasons. Alright, so you just want a normal Patamon? Well, I can tell you that I can definitely get you a Patamon. I'm pretty sure I have like 600% scan data on Patamon. Oh, a dragon type, and only one. Is Guilmon in this? Guilmon is definitely in this, because his very, very fair and balanced Crimson mode is also in this game, and is very, very fair and balanced. Yeah, I actually don't know how you get Guilmon. I just know that he's a shopkeeper right now. Guilmon isn't in Dusk? Fair. It's a good thing I'm playing Dawn then. But do you know what isn't in Dawn? Any easy way to have any form of XP booster for a while into the game. Oh, look at Dave. He's hit max level. Hey, congratulations, Dave. Are you ready to digivolve? Because you're a Digimon. Look at all the Dragon XP you don't have. Back down you go. I know that because you wanted to get Chaos Gallantmon. Ah, I can see how that would cause problems. Can you not get Guilmon through like some other wacky route? Does he not have one of those ones where he spawns off of a different path? Like you could just go backwards down a path to get him. Alright, so Dave is back to being Dave, and you are 2 levels off from joining him. Okay, her aptitude is 49. It's so much better than... I don't know why Greymon's aptitude is so poor. Oh, his requirement has got Guilmon. Clever. Yeah, I can't remember what Digimon I was looking at, where I was going down a whole like list of things, and it was just like, oh yeah, no, this needs chocolate Frigimon, as I call him. His name is like Shukaidamon or something. But I just call him Chocolate Frigimon because he just looks like Chocolate Frigimon. Oh, a Vmon. Oh, you'd love to see it. I'm running so low on mana. At least these die in one hit, but it's still largely inconvenient. He is called Mud Frigimon in the anime, but the game uses the game has like a really weird thing where it uses a lot of Japanese names. The furry bait from Tamers, she's in both games. In fact, we can summon her if we want. I do have enough scan data for her. I have seen her enough times on the internet that we can synthesize one of our own. Mud Frigimon is in Magnet Mine, yeah. Which is a Dusk exclusive area, if I remember correctly. All right, so we are 57 XP. To be honest, Connor, one of the paths you're going down probably is what the path I wanted to go down in a previous playthrough, and then realized that Mud Frigimon is integral to the DNA path, and then just was like, well, guess I die. Yeah, probably Bancho Leomon, because I really like Bancho Leomon. He's very cool. All right, we were 50. 56, and now we're 30 XP on the dot. So 2 VMons will get us out of here. But of course, we don't get 2 VMons. Of course, we get. You're using Bancho for DNA fodder? Feels bad, man. Wait, don't you need a Bancho Leomon for Blast Mode? I think I just wanted him because he's cool. Yeah, I thought so. I mean, it makes sense. Actual anime reference. Yes, there is indeed a Leomon, a get shot in the chest mon. Man, feels bad for Leomon. They just don't get to live. Being systematically hunted down by the system. Oh, let me out of here. You do be lurking, much appreciated. You can feel the patience leaving my body. You can feel the patience leaving my body. I request Leomon and its name will be Target. Oh no. Oh no, Connor. Respectable. I'm not saying that the I think it's time. Ryan. Wait, so you just eat rat? Your name just means eat rat? Anteater. You know what? I don't know why I just assumed that Verm was rat. I would just think of vermin and I think rat instead of ant, but fair enough. That also would explain the logo. No, because Ryan's been a dweeb and flamed me for playing Dawn and then didn't show up to your Dusk stream, so hasn't seen it yet. Or if he has, he's been lurking. But Ryan, you should show up to Connor's Dusk streams. So you can see the ridiculous stuff that he has accomplished in a similar time frame. Yeah, Connor, I have seen your logo, but to be honest, it never fully registered with me. I thought you just liked. I just thought you just liked Anteater, but when I was trying to do translation off the top of my head, I was just like, I must be rat. So what's the rich? What's the rich in Latin? So I want to know how to say eat the rich in Latin. I am out of mana basically on everything. I don't know why I'm not like we've switched to music replacement and I'm not making use of the special. You know what? No, I do not want to see the farm results. We've hit those hours now where we're turbo fleeing from stuff. Ugh. Oh, you can still fight? PogChamp. Kill Vmon. Alright, that's one down. Oh no, Sharp Fang, whatever I do. According to Dives in Sibum. Fair enough. I would have thought the Lingus would be in that. But now I feel foolish. I'll small breath this because it's more important that Kari actually does something to a useful target. I've always been anxious about running from RPG fights ever since the Brave Blade chicken knife from Final Fantasy. Whoa, that was a lot of damage. To be honest, I don't like running from fights. I've actually avoided it most of the time. The only time I really intentionally ran from a fight because I feared for my life was the one time the game decided to have an entire hunting pack of Aquilamon just show up and gank my party, and I was like, I'm out of here. That's not Latin juice. Alright, can this kill, please? Thank you. Oh, we're free. We're free. We're free. Chat, we have successfully made it out of here. Also, I've been added twice in Discord. One of them was for friendlies in Rivals of Aether. The other one is Dover Chief receiving the sex mic. I'm glad that, Dover, if you're in chat, I'm glad that you're enjoying the sex mic. By any chance, were you saying eat the rich in Japanese? Or as close to eat the rich as you could? Alright, so now that we've restocked, now we just gotta go. Now we gotta go farm to Piemon for a little bit, and we can get ourselves a full, well, 2 ultimate Digimon on our party. Let us begin the Digivolution. Rise, Greymon shall reach his namesake. We've returned to where he was at the beginning of the game. Except technically weaker. And we have our Rise, Greymon. Yeah, so Dot Shine Greymon, is another Digimon that we can get from a code. Last time that we did the code, actually, we got Dot Greymon. And then Shine Greymon is going to be the Digimon that we are going for. We're going to need to get it twice. Tapimon is the closest thing to an anti to Digimon. And to be fair, I actually quite like Tapimon. I think he's really cool. So we need 2,700 and we are sitting at 2,292. So this is another farm. Although, actually, I say that her aptitude is 49, so we can actually probably just not farm for a bit. Heatmore's pretty cool. I also just like that Heatmore and Durant, like Pokemon that are like designed like that. The fact there's like, oh yeah, you know, it's an ant and it gave itself a metal shell so it wouldn't get eaten by anteaters, and then Heatmore was like, bet. I'm not sure what my favorite animal would be, but now if I was to like, if you were to ask me and I was trying to give me like a spontaneous answer at gunpoint, I would probably say frog is my favorite animal. I don't know if that's true. One of those things where like I don't have a like clear definitive answer, but if I was pushed to say one, I would probably say frog. Especially if I was trying to not give like a duplicate answer. Like I'm not gonna answer with like cat or anything, as much as I do actually like cats now. This seems important. The valve has closed. Epic gamers rise up. As a kid, yours was always dolphins. Oh yeah, I can't really think of like one that's like stands out to me as like, yeah, this is my favorite animal. Red Pandas is a solid pick. Yeah, chameleons are awesome. I think Espio really pushed that for me. Just like, yo, he's like a ninja and he's like invisible and he throws ninja stars. And he's cool. I like FBO. Alright, I just came from there, which means we want to go this way. Do I even want to go this way? No, there's nothing here. Oh, already getting nothing done. I don't like May because she's annoying. Woof. No? Where is... Alright, try revolver. Hits, I like axolotls as well. I like a lot of reptiles. I know, obviously, the frog is not a reptile. But I do like reptiles. Yeah, very cool. I like birds as well, actually. I like a lot of birds. Peregrine falcon, very, very cool bird. Man, it's a real shame that Gatomon isn't also following Rise in the whole level up many times very quickly. Alright, that's probably the milk, right? I'm surprised we didn't have to fight for it. And that's because it wasn't the milk. Alright, I know this is less mana efficient, and I could just Gatling punch it, but I don't want to see two animations. So I would rather just do that. We are hitting peak laziness. Why are there so many useless dead ends in this area? Like, fully unnecessary dead ends. We gotta gate this so we can get out of here. I wish we could. It's okay though, because after this we can do plot, and by that, I mean after this we can go grind, unless the plot area that it takes us to is has holy types. And thinking about it, knowing where Connor went, no, it won't. It won't have holy type Digimon, because we're going to a damn forest. And this is why, oh my days, why do you make me do this? Am I a joke to you? Ooh, Toy Agumon B? Alright, nah, you know, I'm down for that. He is level 16 though, so he is going to get rolled. I'm doing my best to not hit the turbo button. I'm doing it. I'm trying my best. Alright. So, that's the valve that needs to be turned off. And please. Please. Alright, so we need to go get up there and turn off that valve somehow. I'm using this because I don't think small breath will kill in one hit. And in the interest of time, we run back. Well, I don't even know where that was, so I have no clue where I would go to fix that, to be honest. I really wish Gatling Punch killed in like one hit, just to save me some time of having to look at that. Oh, this isn't worth my time. Alright, you have chosen death. Man, I feel like I baited myself into thinking plot was going to happen today. So we need to really try and be like... Need to be trying to head up and right, it seems. Hey, at least we're getting machine XP. Does small breath kill you outright? It does if it crits, that's for sure. The thing is, I bet we're gonna have a fight at the end of this as well. Ugh. Alright, it's only one. We're gonna try and flee. 1, 2, 3. And no, I do not. No. Oh, someone wanted to learn a new move? What do you want to learn? Tiny metal? That's better than charge. We're gonna go up the ladder. Because we're gonna try and stay on the high ground. I feel like this was the wrong decision. I'm losing my mind slowly, I'm sorry, chat. I know nobody expected content to happen straight away, but this is taking longer than usual. Hey. Oh, we've been here already. Wait, no. We need to turn this valve to turn it red, don't we? The valve is closed. So, I don't know if that means that we can head back to where we were before. You heard nothing. Yeah. Wow, to think if we just gone up basically at the beginning of the run, we would have been able to skip that entire backtrack. Part of the reason I'm also not skipping these fights is because it allows Pheromon to get closer to that level 40 that we need. Wait, we learned that we didn't need to come this way. So we should just backtrack this way like we did before. Alright, you're not worth the XP. Alright, you have chosen death for literally no reason. I hope it was worth it. Oh no, it was the other way, wasn't it? Oh, it was the other way. Oh, I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my sense of direction. I'm cornering it. It was that way. Alright, it's now officially worth the XP. Welcome to your first run through Sunken Tunnel. Yeah, see, the thing is, I got through it the first time fine. But this one, for whatever reason, has me bamboozled. It's also just annoying knowing I went the right way, but I just hadn't turned off the first valve, and the first valve was so very close to a thing. Also, all of the turns being 90-degree angles makes it very, very difficult. Alright, speaking of stupidly out of the way valves, this is the first valve. Don't even know what it turned off. Wait, he outspeeds Pheromon now? I guess I'm okay with that because he's gonna level up so many times that I can actually start using MP recklessly. Pheromon is about to level up though, so we'll see if he overlaps again. Wait, doesn't this go to a dead end? One, two, three. Doesn't hit twice, by the way. Where am I? Wait, I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. It's time for the time for the lose my mind music. It's time, we're in lose my mind mode. Where are we going? Where are we going? Wait, that was the high ground. So we came from this direction, right? Like, how were both directions the wrong way? I don't get it. How are both directions the wrong way? This is impossible. I swear we backtracked when we came here the first time because we were like, oh wow, this doesn't go anywhere. No, it does go where, like, this way was the correct way. Oh, I just went the wrong way. I misremembered where we were going. I have to go around. Alright. In fairness, I didn't actually mean to flee that time, but them not letting me flee has brought death upon them. And I think we're now done with the losing my mind music, and I'm gonna stop molding. I'm glad you feel validated. Nope. We're still in my ears mode. I am so annoyed. All right, so that was a giant pain, and that could have all been completely avoided. Completely avoided by happening to go in the right direction of the valve one time at the very beginning, and then just go right the first time, like I kind of did. I've decided to commit atrocities against these small rookie level Digimon to vent my frustrations. Nobody learned a new move? Good to know. I got the tunnel key. I was going for XP, then I became very, very, very annoyed and stopped going for XP and just want this to be over. So, after all that, we wouldn't have even been able to unlock this if we didn't check up here for the damn key. So we're gonna check and see if there's any other nonsense that's being hidden in the middle of nowhere in this crap tunnel. It's all the water levels, dude. It's all the if your level involves some form of underwater like area, then it sucks by default. Clearly they just know that you want to spend as much time with fishes, the fishies as possible. Oh look, another valve. Let's turn this. Yeah, pure nonsense that went into the design of this level. Aren't you glad, chat, that we found that was hidden off to the way for literally no reason other than to force you to turn around later? Wasn't that fun and engaging? These designers are gonna be sleeping with the fishes soon. They really are. I was like, what if you wanted to go forward, but the Digimon World Dawn designers said no? And you're just pure Pepe hands. Alright, well we're back to our regularly scheduled content. And I am going for the XP, so I'm just gonna mash. Oh, Armor 3 trying to provide for the family? Are you providing? You are providing. Much appreciated, Armor 3. Oh boy, we got Digiar 150S. That's a basic heal. Hey, we can nearly get ourselves a toy Black Agumon. You don't have any multi-hit moves. I don't really know I'm sharp fanging this, but I was hovering it, and at this point I don't care. Look what you've done to me, game. Why would you choose to dodge it? It just means I'm gonna have to hit you again. Stop resisting. I hate this. I constantly have to check everywhere because I don't trust. I would never do this in a level, but I don't trust sunken. Where are we? Sunken poo. Oh, I just realized Rise is level 10 now, which means I can actually equip him with the scale sword, I think it was. I think Dragon Chin is the level 21. Let's take a look-see. Yeah, equipment does exist, but if you're constantly digivolving and degenning your Digimon, you don't really get to use it very often. Also, if you're like me and every time you go home you put your Digimon into the farm so that way you can just give them a free attack boost and then take them back on and you lose all of your equipment. Oh look, there it is. Oh, why did there have to be one last encounter? Die. Just die, you stupid fish rat. Okie dokie. Let's hit the fat save. Yeah, my playtime has shot up to 16 hours. Like I said, grinded a lot. What do you want? You want some SP Digimilk? I'm saving it for DigiDedicate. I'm not giving my SP Digimilk to you. I was like, that's what you think. I am literally going to commit robbery. I am going to fight you and take the only thing you have to your name. I am a licensed mercenary from the Union, and I am in a bad mood. So you are going to give up everything you own, and you are going to like it. Pokemon does look pretty neat, especially when they're flat out on their back. Give me your milk money. Light resist down, and the Tri-Revolver is getting excellent use right now. And we'll go for resist light, just in case it lives. And it died anyway, so we're good. I'm gate disking out of here, by the way. Hey, we got machine type stuff, and Gundam learned a new move. What? Sunfloramon asked you to get some? Why don't you just say so? I always give Sunfloramon SP Digimilk in exchange for DigiDedicate. Please forgive me. Take as much SP Digimilk as you need. So one of the things I've also learned is if Digimon didn't immediately start conflict the moment that we disagree with them, we would not be in these situations so often. That's twice that it's been, I'm gonna fight you to this, like, hey, here's this thing. I'm gonna fight you to the death. Oh, what was this? Why didn't you just say so? I was like, because you immediately tried to kill me the moment I asked you a simple question. I realize also I can take this route because this one would actually be faster than teleporting home. Wait, no, we didn't come from here. That's to go north. To go west is this way. You may have your choice. You found some SP Digimilk? Now I can make DigiDedicate. All I have to do is use this SP Digimilk in the battler and bake. It's done, here you go. Look how fast it was. But no good reasons. Let's nickname Patamon Aizen. I like it. The Digimon Reddit is something. Is it something good or is it something questionable? Do you think Ken Ichijoshi could have autism? I could see it. At least they're talking like profound content. I think that's a different subreddit. I don't think that would be the main Digimon subreddit. Why did I come here again? Alright, so step one. Let's get all these boys swole. Alright. How much does Ash lift? Ash lifts at least 1. He lifts 2. Ash can indeed lift 2 dumbbell. And now this tiny ball that has no arms has matched Ash in terms of lifting. It has surpassed Ash in terms of lifting. It did lift 4 out of 5. Now who's this? I genuinely don't know which one this is. Wait, let me, if I talk to them. Who are you? This is Juice Boy. Juice Boy the Capitarimon. I wonder what Farm Island is like. I hope it's not a scary place. It's okay, mate. You've lived through Hanley. You can do everything. Alright, can Keno outswall the absolute Chad that is Juice Boy? He is on track to do it. As long as he doesn't choke, he choked. Alright, he choked. Juice Boy, once again, king of lift. Based on real life, I see. You know it. Alright, we're gonna turn him into... I can't even turn him back into Armadillomon. That's tragic. What do you have? Ooh, you have Apemon? That's kind of cool. But no, we're gonna go down the Doraemon route. Yeah, we got dumbbells, like neoprene dumbbells here. I would actually make like a lifting thing, but I would have to figure out what the pricing is because I'm worried that people like Josh, instead of people spamming hydrate, I think people would just spam making me lift, and I'm worried for what that will do to me. I'm legitimately concerned about how increasingly swole I will become because chat are monsters. Alright, instead of synthesizing a new Patamon, I'm actually going to use this Patamon and turn it into, please, Adam, make me lift channel point. Dab, then lift channel points. Woof. Woof. Alright, it's all in the name. You said Aizen was what you wanted for the Patamon, so we're going to... We're going to have them as Tokamon for now and then have them turn back into Patamon. Can't get this lovely, lovely creature because it's Dusk exclusive. But yeah, we will then turn that into Patamon. Oh yeah, speaking of Dot Falco, Dot Thingy, here is AOL Messenger, our Dot Agumon that chat got us before. And Dot Agumon can do literally nothing except be Dot Agumon. I don't... If it's Dusk exclusive, why does it appear? Because you can actually get it. If you were traded a Dot Falcomon, then you would have had Dot Falcomon, and then you'd be able to synthesize your own one. It's basically just a way of gating certain things. So, for example, there are some Digimon like Monodramon that can go backwards to Chibomon, so you can then go down the Vmon route. But you have to have already gotten a Chibomon, which is the painful part. And like Airdramon, for some reason, has a gate on it, which requires you to have gotten Airdramon. So if you did the pack, the speed pack, where you start with Airdramon, you can get Airdramon early. But otherwise you can't. It's kind of annoying. I think I've done all the other Digivolution stuff I wanted to do. So now that we've done that, we go back to the square, no, the office even, to go talk to Geysermon. And then after we've spoken to Geysermon, we can then finish with that and begin the grind / story quest. Thanks for coming down, Leo. Apologies that we didn't get any story done because of just getting lost and having to grind. But yeah, hopefully next stream will be more interesting. Tomorrow is Thursday, so I should be streaming as per the norm. And it will probably be more Digimon World Dawn. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. I hope Amazon eventually lets you connect your Twitch. You're gonna dip too. Thanks for coming down, Ash. Same apologies that we didn't get any story done. But if you tuned into Connor stream, then you would have seen what we're going to be up to, so you won't be missing much, and hopefully the new content will be available for you tomorrow. Yeah, much appreciated. Hope you rest up well. And I have received a scale scimitar. So I believe that is all the species quests that we have. Yeah, so we've done both of those, we've done these, we've done all of them, so the next one is a union quest. So this is going to be the Night Crow Assault, but before we do that, we are going to head out, just in case it locks us in. We're going to head over to Thriller Ruins, and we're going to go get our Holy XP so we can finish off our requirements for getting Gatomon over to her next level. Also, because Gundam has hit level 28 and has learned Air Cutter, we're actually going to degen him down to Vmon. And he's going to gain 2 aptitude, so the Endeavor, not crazy worth it, but yeah, we got a move out of it. So we do have a 2-space hitting move. And you may be wondering why he's called Gundam if you're not super familiar with Digimon, but if you've watched enough of Digimon 02, you'll know the route that we're planning on going down, which is why I've actually gone and called him Gundam. I realized actually, since we're trying to get XP Mon, excuse me. I'm gonna check and see if there's a way that I can cheat out Wormmon. If I have a means of cheating out Wormmon, then I will do so. Oh, sick. We've got another Kunimon. I'm actually, now that I think about it, I'm gonna switch Dave off of the party. I'll put Dave in the farm. I'll put Dave in the farm, and I will switch. I'm looking for Kunimon. Because you do have at least one ultimate that makes me feel less bad about having 4. Well, I'm gonna have 2. Probably 3 by the end of the day. But yeah, the reason that I'm doing this is because he goes backwards into Minamon and doesn't have the Got Minamon thing. And then I can get myself a Wormmon. So I will probably, what's his aptitude? 20. I'll probably get him to at least level 10. I don't want him to lag too far behind Gundam though, so I might actually speed up because he's probably not going to learn anything interesting. Well, I say that, I still have to do the grind first. We'll see where we are with the grind. I don't think he learns anything interesting, so I want to get this over with. In fact, for the sake of the stream, I think I may engage chill. I may engage chill mode just so we can speed, because I think that is better overall. Especially because this requires some like actual movement. I do not want machine type XP. Goodness sake. As much as the levels are nice, I'm very much focused on getting this done in a timely fashion. Which means I need to find Tapirmon, and if we don't have Tapirmon, or at least 3 Digimon, it's really not worth it. We finally did 1k damage. Alright. Kunimon will de-digivolve the moment we find a Tapirmon. How's that sound, chat? Which I would hope would be fast, but you never know. You've got Crestmon, Phantomon, Mummymon, and Matadormon with the 5th soon to happen. Fair enough. Oh, I didn't synthesize that Dracmon. You never followed Digimon beyond the cartoons when you were 10? Fair enough. Well, there's a lot of wacky Digimon that you're probably not ready to see yet. But yeah, we'll take you through it. This game has Digimon from seasons 1 to 5. Very, very few Digimon from 4 though, because well, very, very few like there's basically no partner, none of the like main cast Digimon from season 4, for the reason that season 4 was kind of weird. All right, there's our first Appearmon, which means now we're gonna have Kunamon degenerate right after. It's actually we don't actually need that much XP. I'm actually gonna gate this straight out the moment I have the option to. I like the name Mino, so he's going to be Mino. Have you played Dragon Quest Monsters Joker 1 or 2 on DS? I have not. Dragon Quest is actually a series that like I've seen a lot of, but I haven't actually sunk much time into the series itself, which is kind of a shame because it honestly looks like a really solid series, and everyone who plays Dragon Quest has always spoken very highly of it. Okay. I guess that's not too surprising considering it has like the monsters like suffix for it. Oh, that's cool. I guess that gives kind of like Persona vibes, I guess. Since that has a lot of fusion stuff. Well, I say Persona, I mean... yeah, no, I guess I do mean Persona. But SMT also does have a lot of fusing in general. Alright, we're nearly at the other side of the Chaos Gate. Because this Chaos Gate actually leads to a different area, unlike the other Chaos Gates we've been in, which all just loop back to each other. So I say Thriller Ruins, but interesting thing about Thriller Ruins is Thriller Ruins only has Tapirmon as its light type. But with the areas that we have, the rookie level Tapirmon is actually the best source of holy XP that we get right now, which is tragic because these candles count as dark types rather than being holy types, which I guess makes sense because they're possessed candles. But there are like 3 areas that list having holy on as an enemy type. But unfortunately, it lists it as long as there's 1 Digimon that's present there. And in Login Mountain you have... I don't actually know who it is in Login Mountain. There's a holy type Digimon in Login Mountain. Whoops, that was not middle tackle. But I believe it's an in-training type Digimon. I can't actually even remember what Digimon it is off the top of my head, which is kind of shows like how unimportant it was. Whereas in Chip Forest it lists holy type, but that's because Gummymon is holy type. Gummymon's been a concept for my plan. If you degenerate it, you get the in-training for Black Agumon. Okay. Well, I hope this hasn't been too boring. I know we've done a lot more grinding than I would usually do in this sort of stream, and like I said, I did try and do a lot of this off stream. The Digimon World games are notoriously grindy, and this game is probably one of the worst offenders in terms of just pointless grind, mostly because of design decisions like this, where the default pack, it's balanced pack, it's the recommended pack. The recommended pack for beginners or whatever. And in order to hit ultimate level, you need holy XP for 2 of your Digimon. And you just don't really get a good access to it. All right, you gotta go. Thanks for coming down, Dale. Hopefully I'll be able to get that paperwork sorted real soon, but much appreciated for dropping by. Hope you have a good one. And good luck with the other gig. Alright, what's her XP sitting at? She needs to be 2700 and she is sitting at 2432. So we're still waiting on Tapirmons to spawn. And we kind of just have to take literally anything we can get. Why did you both live? Why did you live? I did play this without turbo. The first time I played this, it was without turbo. I've played through the game. I think this is my 4th playthrough. But this is the first time I've streamed it, obviously. So this is where like turbo is really getting its limelight. When I was doing it for YouTube, you can edit out a lot of this, and I used to play. I think it's still on my channel because I haven't finished nuking everything. But I played through this with my brother, and we did the sort of same thing that Connor and I were doing, where we'd have one of us play Dawn, one of us play Dusk. I played Dawn, and my brother played Dusk. But what we would do is we would basically match pace, and instead of doing this is us doing it and then you switch over to the others, like this is their point of view, we would basically do every plot point flipping. So I would do the holy mission and the bird mission, then do the plot, and then I would switch over to his perspective and he would do the middle 2 like species missions and then the plot, and then swap back over to me, and that was how we did it. So basically the other one, whenever they weren't whenever their footage wasn't being used, was just turboing the whole time. And we actually had it as a turbo toggle rather than as a button. Like I have a button that turbos for the duration of the button hold, but like when we're playing, it was just like straight up turbo toggle. Yeah, I've chosen not to have mine as a toggle just so I have slightly more control over it. But it definitely was cranked all the way up. Someone just learned a new skill. What did you learn? You've learned middle tackle at level 27. Excellent. It is now time to send you back down to Agumon. And then we'll be going back onto the Geogramon route. I will say, compared to late game, this whole, like, the degen stuff is way less irritating when you are, when you have EXP rings, because you can just jump up levels much faster. I'm going to keep the name Mino, though, because I like it. So Stingmon is going to be our Digimon of choice here. We're not going to be going to Sneemon. We're going to stick it with Stingmon, and we're going to begin our movement towards Paildramon. You know what? I doubt she can Digivolve. I'm not even going to check how close. Never mind, I'm going to check. 26, 28. So we'll keep track of that, and we'll try and do the mental maths, you know? I'm out of uni, got to keep myself sharp. Got to keep myself sharp with the maths. Who am I kidding? I don't care. It's mostly because it's inconvenient to open a calculator. So we were on 26, 38, and we've added 56. So that'll be 26, 88, add 6, 94. So we are 1 fight away. And of course, there we go, chat. We have finally accomplished what we wanted to do. I want you to know that none of this is making it into the YouTube version. Like, I can cut out some things with VODs, but for the Twitch VODs, because I do it as highlights, it will still just be like in and out. I wouldn't do like small cutouts like this, but for the YouTube version, like all of this is going. All of this is getting nuked. So I'm gonna head home. And now that we are home, let us end going mad mode. And we are back. We are back at home. Let's see if these can lift. Actually, you know, I'm gonna send everyone into the PC because of Digivolutions, they're gonna lose all of their equipment anyway. So I might as well. Man, it's funny when you get the Grim Reaper going, oh boy, I picked up a bunch of strawberries. Yeah, it is funny to see Digimon acting kind of out of character. What am I doing? What am I doing? Alright, so training, we're going to be using the Swole Brigade. Alright. 4 out of 5. Finish with a 4 out of 5. Please don't break your ankles again. Alright, so failure there. +2. Alright, so up by 3. Very nice. And we're actually switching to the Pico Hammer for Wormmon because he needs to have a defense of a certain amount. Dave, as much as you have been fun being on the team, I do need you to chill out for a bit. And Armor 3, as fun as you are going to be for later on in the game. So there we go, we now have everyone back. And we can have Gatomon Digivolving to Craigasmon. Can I get all of the degenerate emotes in chat? I know Ash isn't here, but in Ash's spirit, can I get some Gachi bass in chat? It is Anjay Whammon. And then Ophanimon is going to be our Mega Level Digimon. The women's. She is prissy, unfortunately. Which will tilt me significantly because I hate prissy Digimon. But, you know, it is what it is. What is it that you need? You need speed of 115 and 110. It doesn't mean she's going to do anything. It just means, you might have seen in the farm, sometimes before they do their actions, they have, like, dialogue and stuff. It's basically the dialogue is changed, and the dialogue annoys me, is really all it is. And you're going up to Geogreymon. Alright, so we do have everything we want to do now. So now we can go talk to Chief Glare and his Ophanimon. To get the lowdown on what the Night Fang scum have been up to. And then we'll get in there and we will save. We've been going for 2 hours. I know we started quite late, so we are actually now past midnight, but I'm definitely going to at least do chat before I do anything. Not chat, do this plot before I, like, dip. I know Wednesday isn't usually a stream day for me, so the fact that I've done anything is kind of important. But yeah, I'll probably call it after stream. Actually, no, I'll probably do like one species mission as long as it isn't too obnoxious. If the Nightcrow really did destroy the city, we can't let them do as they please. But we still don't know if that's true. We can't rush into a judgment and act carelessly. This is difficult. Hello, did somebody call for a main character? Good timing, Eli. I want you two to go to Resistor Jungle and meet with a tamer from the Nightcrow. They might know something. Everyone's afraid since we don't have enough information. We need to know more about this incident. Be careful not to provoke them. Eli, remember to be very cautious. Something's not right about the Nightcrow. Keep your guard up. This isn't good. They think we're the enemy. One thing's for sure. Something's happening in the digital world. Go to Resistor Jungle and find out from Nightcrow who destroyed the city. Don't let the Nightcrow scare you, Cheetah. I'm not scared. Why do I have to be scared of those guys? We're the Life Fang. Well then, let's go. It's nice that they're finally, they're now, you know, finally free of desk duty. I just have to do a bit of catching, especially stream tomorrow. Undecided right now. Dusk may be forging ahead, little annihilating people. Yeah, so I might try and do the species quest just to give myself some leeway. Obviously, I do plan on streaming normal time tomorrow. So check the schedule for when I'm supposed to be streaming, because you know I will be checking the schedule to find out when I'm supposed to be streaming. I think it's evening, because it's accounting for when the semester starts up again, and I'll be casting for UFG. I might actually bring it forward in future. Yeah, so you skip to the species quests to go straight to double dip on plot, which is actually, I guess, good for me because it means that you will be going back and doing those. I will always do my species quests before doing plot. It's kind of just how I've always played the game. Or at least I think that's how I've always played the game. I can't vouch for my first run through, but that's how I play it on repeats, so. And this area being only beast and bug type is actually why I opted to make sure that we had Angelwoman, because otherwise we were not going to be getting anything done. She is going to be a little bit fragile for this first fight. It says 9 PM on my schedule. Yeah, because UFG would usually end around about 9, and if Kenny will be having me back for casting Smash again, then I would have my stream go directly from UFG, so that way I get some form of benefit from casting over at UFG. Because Lord knows NSE won't pay me. I don't think there's anything over there. Yeah, so it says 9 PM. I'll probably go live before that, unless like Jamie or that are streaming and they, you know, their stream is going well. But we shall see. But if I don't say anything on socials, assume 9. Otherwise, I'll go live earlier, and you guys will hopefully get the notification for it. If you haven't turned your notifications for my streams off, you'll find out when I go live. But yeah, also if Connor is streaming before that, once again getting ahead, it will I'll be going live after him. Or like maybe if I'm going live slightly early, there'll be a bit of overlap. But yeah. Mostly just be catching up with whatever his progress is. I hate that I'm looking around so much more now because of Sunken. I need to just go back to my just like run around. It is the Gabumon. I know that saying the word Gabumon will summon Jack. Hey, look, it's Wormmon. It's a shame that we now have a Wormmon and do not have any use for that. But yes, it is Gabumon, which means the Gabumon with the fur is a Digimon that could be on the cards at some point. We will actually need him alongside another Agumon, but that Agumon can wait. Kari hasn't really gotten to play very much. Let's take a look at the farm. How are you guys doing? Excellent. Nice to see growth across the board. Ooh. Jack getting absolutely dumpstered by the auto puncher. You hate to see it. But everyone is nice and well fed. Come on. Floramon, what did you need to tell me that was so important that you stopped me from going into the next area? And why was it that you wanted to get shot and burned? Alright, no new levels. Oh, no new thingies. There is a Night Fang Scum up there. And we have a Gargomon on the field, as well as Woodmon. And Coagamon. Okay, we're getting some big boys out here. And they shall fall all the same. Kari hasn't been able to use Holy Arrow yet because Starlight has been much more effective, but we will be using Holy Arrow very soon. You can get Leomon in the area up ahead. Yes, that does sound correct. Which means we'll be able to fulfill your Digimon request. Oh, the critical is just what we needed. Alright, so that should limit the damage. Hopefully it'll be put onto Kari. Which is sad, because usually, you know, she's just getting bullied for being a whammon. But because she's low level, she's going to heal that right off. Which is weird, I guess, that without context, that you want your lowest level character to be the one that's getting swung on. That was decent XP. I need to replace Small Breath once I get the option. What I do like about Digimon, also dislike about Digimon, is that there's no way to learn moves outside of just pure treeing. Which means that, like, it promotes, if you want to make interesting builds, it promotes you, like, putting the time in and going down different Digivolution routes to pick up unique moves and then taking them onto your target Digimon. But it is also, like, annoying when you're like, oh, I've got to level this Vidramon to level 23 just so I can have a split move on it before I turn it into something else, because the Digimon that I want to use doesn't really learn split moves for ages. Alright, so we now have not Kokuamon, but or Kuagamon even. We are now actually getting Ninjamon, the non-palette swap version. Oh, that was decent damage. The reason I went for Raging Light instead of Holy Arrow is because I can now Raging Light again with the light resist down, and that should allow it to kill. I have realized I'm also a dumb, stupid idiot and forgot to put equipment back on. I'll leave that slot open because he's one level away from getting his next thing. Biramon can still just rock basic equipment. What level is Excalibur? Level 20, so she can't actually rock Excalibur right now, so I will actually... Yeah, this is level 20 as well, so she can't rock that. She can't rock any of the cool stuff right now, so... I'll make him tanky. And I'll just load her up with bronze blades. I know I made her thicker before by having defense, just to get her ready for being Angelwamon and having the thickness. Alright, this was completely not the correct direction. I'm just gonna spec all into a tank for now. I will respec like their equipment, but I'm gonna do it after plot, mostly because I don't remember when we get the next area. And your thickness mon. Solid damage output. Yes, it is indeed quite late. The downside is to me starting to stream quite late. But yeah, thanks for coming down, Connor. I will, I'll send you a Discord message how far I got, so you know roughly where, even if you have a short stream, where you'd want to be heading for. I'm pretty sure she made an appearance in Bayonetta. Well, she's definitely not on the she's definitely not on the hero side in Bayonetta. Alright. Wait, what? It's not the direction I thought. I totally thought that would be the direction we would need to go in order to start heading towards the plot, but I guess not. I'm gonna start with Woodmon. Mostly because Starlight's gonna do decent. Never mind, that just straight up killed. Alright, so still no new moves, which is a bit upsetting. Alright, I guess we just head back. Which is weird, because I don't really know what other direction. Oh, I guess we go that way. This is why I mash when I get near ladders in hopes to avoid situations like this. Yeah, I hope it's been a nice stream for the people that have been chilling, lurking. Even though it's not, we've made even less progress than the typical Elixar stream. I hope that it has at least still been somewhat entertaining. Kari will be basically leveling up after the next fight, which means I'm going to spam Holy Arrow like it's the only move she has, unless it's not appropriate. But here is our first thing of plot. Are you Lightfang? Prepare yourself. I gave him a much cooler voice than he deserved, but it is a Kogamon, Ninjamon, and Musyamon. So we got the weebs. We got the weebs. But they are positioned in 2, 3, 4, which means the fixed Starlight can hit 2, 3, 4 nice and easy, and yikes. He's not even going to get to play. As long as this hits as it's supposed to. That was kind of depressing. Background character, be gone. Because it is late, I'm going to boost the gain and just talk a little bit quieter to not inconvenience the people that live in my house and are asleep. Defeat Lightfang. Defeat Nightcrow. Huh? What? What am I doing here? Was I sleeping? Oh no, run! Just teleported out. Well, I guess gate discs are a commonly accessible piece of equipment, so... Also, let me know if I'm too loud, by the way, now, because I've turned my gain up quite a decent amount. I hope I still sound fine. Alright, good, I need chest. I'm gonna go up the ladder and then I'm gonna probably end up having to backtrack. Ooh, the stun, very nice. Hey, gate this to get out of here. Alright, so that heads to a new area. This probably heads to nothing, but here we are. Yep. That's probably going to be useful in a quest that we come back for. Let's take a look at how our Digimon are doing. You are level 20. Which means you're 3 levels off of Digivolving. How are you doing, Wormmon? 4 levels. 23 defense, 110, speed 115. How are we looking? Speed is 102, defense is 100. You're gonna need more training, which is a bit annoying because I was hoping that maybe coming from a different Digimon that would help boost your aptitude and just general stat pool, but it seems that is not the case. To be honest, I might just end up Digivolving and I might just end up like regenning them. I mean, I guess I could also just buy speed equipment. Ooh, Ashraful coming through with the all-out attack of 5. Much appreciated, my man. I hope you had a good stream. Welcome to the chat, Ashraful gang. How are all of you lovelies? Yeah, it's good to be on this side of the camera. You know, usually I'm in chat with the rest of you, watching Ash's streams, but you know, now I'm on this side of the camera. Ash's stream crashed. F in the chat. That's not how I wanted to get the host. I mean, I guess that also explains why it was a host rather than a raid. But yeah, thanks very much, Ash, for sending people over. I take it the weather not going so well with your internet. Yeah, I've been doing all right. Usually I don't stream on Wednesdays, but I've been enjoying streaming today. It was a nice little way to just keep myself busy. OBS was acting, so my camera was bugged out for the last 15 minutes. Yikes. Oh, do I not have this? Hey, and Riaz with the follow. Welcome to Hope Speak Academy. Enjoy your stay. We got the big Monokuma theme rocking on this channel. And 88k with the follow as well. Welcome to Hope Speak Academy. Enjoy your stay. Try not to get yourself assassinated by any of your fellow students. You never know what might happen when the biggest, most awful, most dangerous. What was the really, really stupidly long phrase they use in Danganronpa to refer to the despair? I was hoping Leomon would actually fall, but I guess not. Yeah, we are stupid over-leveled. You've actually managed to come in at a good time. Most of the stream has just been grinding and getting lost. But, you know, now we're actually doing something. An advancing plot. Or at least that's the plan. I cannot be bothered to fight just one. Where's the big yellow chicken? Which Digimon you be thinking? You need to finish Danganronpa 1 still? Ash, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Why you not finish? I mean, to be fair, there's like 1,000 games coming out. But you know, during your downtime, you should do it. During your downtime, you should 100%. Why you quit? Oh, all right, now I have to loop back. Look, okay, I mean, I know he sucked, but just because you suck doesn't mean you should quit. You should see it through to the end for narrative purposes. Oh, you want Agumon? We got Agumon's 3rd Digivolution. So we have the season 5 version of Agumon. So we we have the season 5 version of Agumon, which digivolves into a different kind of Greymon that's jacked. This Greymon got called fat in middle school and was like, you know what, I'm not having this, and like hit the gym, like put on like 230 pounds of just pure muscle, and then digivolved again and affixed a gun to its arm. You know, perfectly normal things. Yeah, we're actually rocking 3 ultimate level Digimon, which is nice. Actually, no, that's a lie. We're rocking 2 ultimate level Digimon. Yeah, so our, to show it. So this is our Agumon, and then of the roots, could end up with, you know, your normal Metal Greymon and then War Greymon, but we went down the Geo Greymon route. So instead of, you know, getting chest implants, he decided, you know what, I'm happy with it, and I'm just gonna get a gun. I've decided, if all else fails, if getting absolutely jacked doesn't make the people stop bullying me, I'm just going to resort to gun-based violence. And now he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. Then we've got the main partner Digimon of this game. We've got Bud Lightmon, and then digivolves into Pheromon, and then we've got Flaremon, which we are very, very close to hitting the level 4. He's just been taking his damn time. Muscles don't stop bullets. I mean, yeah, shout out to Leomon, whose muscles definitely do not stop bullets. We do actually have an Agumon on our team. I went on that whole conversation forgetting that we just straight up have one. And we are going to be turning this one into a Geo Greymon as well, because we're going to need 2 of them. And now, for necessary backtracking, instead of just giving us a ledge that we could have jumped down. Yeah, it's our current plan is, so a quick overview of the game so far, because Digimon World Dawn has like our batshit plot. We show up to our normal tournament. It's like a crew battle format. We show up late because of course we do with the main character. Main characters never show up on time. We rock up. We're like, how's the crew battle going? Group A is already, you know, they're nearly done. They get rolled by the Night Crow, our rival gang. It's like East Coast versus West Coast. And then it's like, all right, how's it going in our bracket? It's like, one dude's washed our whole team. Like straight up just wash the whole team. So you have to reverse sweep their whole team to start off the game. And it's pretty tragic. Your team is basically filled with 0-2ers. One of the dudes looks like Armin from Attack on Titan and is basically as useful in Season 1. So yeah, it's pretty doomed. Then after that, the city gets like hit by a virus, which de-digivolves like all the Digimon. It's pretty tragic, and then we lose connection to the other half of the city where the Night Crow reside. So we don't know what's happening. So we're actually right now, because there's been suspicious acts going on, we're trying to rendezvous with our contact to find out what's going on with the Night Fang. Is everyone Gucci? We fought one dude who was acting kind of sus. He did the thing where he definitely was under mind control, but the game's going to pretend that it's not mind control. And look, speaking of one of the 0-2ers, here's another 0-2er right now. My name's Newton. I'll defeat you. You're my enemy. Which, I mean, he could say that because we did wash his team. I mean, look at his stupid little bug thing, and then you see bug made of metal. I have gun made of fire. Yeah, no, it's tragic. Like, background characters in this game do not get to play. Like, he thinks he can defeat me with his stun gun looking bug Digimon, and I'm rocking a dinosaur with a revolver, a literal angel, and the legendary from Pokemon Sun. And he thinks he has even a shred of a chance. It do be like that sometimes. Nobody learned any new moves. Smiley face. Huh? What's going on? My head hurts. Help me. Alright, this guy actually ran off instead of teleporting out. How are we doing for levels? Are you 19 or 20? You are 19. How are you doing? 105, 103. You're not gonna have enough. You're not gonna have the stats for Digivolution. That's gonna be really annoying. But your aptitude is 25, so we'll see what happens when you hit level 25. Oh, random encounters, please. Oh, we got Wendigomon. I believe there was someone that wanted Wendigomon. I think it was Lich. We haven't seen Lich today, but I think Lich was looking to get a Wendigomon named after him. So we will try and hit 100% scan data on that Leomon, and if we see him, if we see more of him later, we shall do that. Alright, that's just a single Woodmon, so I'm not fighting that. Pog. I think the next character we fight is actually... Alright, that's Newton. 200 Digi... I believe that was Digi-R? There's another Wendigomon. Ooh, ooh, very nice. Hey, finally somebody learned a new skill. It wasn't you. I don't know why I thought it would be you. That must have been... No, that was an entirely wrong menu. He learned Surprise Blow at level 20. It's not bad. Darn, my head hurts. Defeat Lightfang. Destroy Union. What? Newton, what are you doing? Hurry, run. What's up, girl? Newton, get to the gate. Sayo, what are you doing here? I see. You'll pay for what you did to Newton. Alright, so we're just gonna go into combat again, because another thing this game does is it likes to just throw you into combat without giving you a chance to say anything. She's only rocking 2 Digimon this time. As much as I could mid-tackle in order to... Oh, I didn't equip Kari. I didn't upgrade her equipment. Whoops. I'm just gonna double down on Rekisumon because she is a pain in the ass. Oh, no. I double down on... I'm not gonna Starlight, I'm just gonna double down. Holy... Is she gonna get to play? She really didn't get to play. That's unfortunate. Okay, just checking. We're not getting infinite crits. It was just 3 in a row. Okay, gonna hit us with a high sonic voice for no damage. Thank you for that. And now we'll... Man, this is a wash. We are so over prepped for this. Alright, Raging Light, for those of you that don't know, is a 2-space move of the Raging series. All the Raging series are 2-space moves that have an element attached to them, and it reduces resistance to that element every time that they get hit by it. So the reason I'm using Raging Light there is to make Kari's moves more useful, and I use Dramon Claw to lower defense every time it hits. Which means basically every rotation, Kari's moves get stronger and stronger as our main damage dealer. Even though Raging Light does cost a lot of MP, and obviously only one of the spaces is being hit, just the fact that it's doing this utility makes it really, really useful. Gonna have the Galga Tornado, gonna hit all 5 slots for no damage, but it's gonna reduce my speed, which means it's a good thing she wasn't spamming it from the beginning of the game. Because if she was, we would probably be in a slightly worse position, but yeah, it's pretty good. There's a lot of moves in this game that have like reductions that are really hard to deal with. It's my loss. I can't believe I lost to Lightfang. But even if you take over the world by force, Nightcrow will never lose. We're the ones fighting for justice. Nope. What? You think justice is on your side? How can that be? I love it that she's squared up at us and we're just like, I'm sorry, I have a call. Can I take this? All of you Lightfang, listen to me. Don't fight with the Nightcrow. Get as far away from Resistor Jungle as fast as you can. What is this? Is that the Union? I guess there's no choice. We'll have to continue this later. Nightcrow will never lose to evil. Girl, there was a teleporter right there. Why did you waste a gate disc? Like, we could have left together. It's cool. Like, I'm sure nobody would complain. Alright, so we're going to talk to Chief Glare now. Chief Glare, why did Nightcrow attack us at the Resistor Jungle? Gideon, I'm sure they had a reason for attacking us, but... Do you think that the one that attacked the city and Nightcrow are working together? We have no proof, so there's really no way to know. And there's no way a Union team member who is supposed to protect the city would destroy it. I agree. Come to think of it, the Nightcrow and Resistor Jungle were acting strangely, as if they were under someone's control. Something's going on. Somebody call for a main character? Eli, you're back. Gideon, I want you to continue gathering information about the Nightcrow and Dark Moon City. Understood. It seems that something's going on with the Nightcrow. Eli, you go and gather information about them also. I've sent your reward to the Shine Center. Go and get it later. Keep up the good work. I'm counting on you. You got it, Chief Glare. So we have now completed the story. So we have caught up with Connor in terms of story beat. But there is no rest for the wicked, so we are going to continue our questing right away. So our test is complete, 160 tamer points, 1,000 bits, a log, which sounds dumb, but in context, useful item. This is the reception where we deal with quests from the Holy Digimon. And we're going to be talking to Cubimon in the Shine Plaza to start this quest. Shine Plaza is the one where our house is. That's actually quite convenient. Its all name is Redeemed Hydrate. You got it, Chief. Thank you for looking out for me. And this is the gate to the Tamer home, just ahead, not to be confused with the Cubimon that is here for the quest. Eli, help me, I won a beauty contest and was about to receive my cool trophy and cool medal when Arukenimon and Dokugamon came and stole them. Please get the items back for me, they're hiding in Resistor Jungle, the area that we were just told to leave at all costs. Thinking emoji. But yeah, we're not going to be getting any useful XP from here, unfortunately. But what we can do is we have 54,000 bits, so we're going to go and buy ourselves a second island. Welcome, would you like to rebottle Farm Island? First we're going to buy an island. We bought one basic island, and chat help me come up with a name for the island. Obviously we have Dirkling Island. What should we do? What? Give me some suggestions for what we could possibly do for this farm name. The other options would be, if we don't have any standout ones. Dirkopolis unfortunately won't fit. Wait, will it? D-I-R-K-O-P. Yeah, we're a little bit short on it. It is 8 characters again. The other option we could do is honor our #1 sub and bit gifters in Dimmick and Keno, and have islands named after them, as they have been the absolute homies and come through with the gemmies to be put firmly in the baggie. So do we do? Yo, is Keno still in chat? Is he here? Is he still lurking? We actually have supposedly both of the VIPs in stream. Dimdirk. You know, Dimdirk and Chemdirk. See, Dimdirk actually just sounds like a place in Northern Ireland. But you know, I like it. We're gonna have Dimdirk Island and Chemdirk Island, Kendirk Island, for both of our. Okay, so as much as it would be funny to buy both of them back to back, I don't actually have the money for that. Yeah, it really does sound like somewhere from Ireland. All right, so let's actually modify this island. We're gonna be going to Dimdirk, and oh, I can't buy a DPU expansion until I buy a terrain board. So, Northern Ireland is 1-syllable names. All right, so Republic of Ireland. All right, so we want Dragon type XP. And it looks like our best shot at Dragon type XP. This one does 160, so we're going to be buying the Magma CRL. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Magma Coral? And then we will get the dragon theme for plus 30%. Hello, Dover Chief. It is going spiffingly. We've just bought ourselves an extra island after completing a decent chunk of plot. We have found that the Nightcrow may be under someone's control, and we're not entirely sure if they're in cahoots with the big bad who has been terrorizing the city. And Dover Chief, because you are a sub, by the way, if you would like to lay claim to a Digimon that we are working on, then be sure to let me know and I will try and get that Digimon named after you as soon as we have the ability to scan one in. I need to go to Dimdirk. Alright, that is our Magma Coral, and Dragon theme sounds kind of whack, not gonna lie. Alright, we now have 2 islands though. So before we do anything, I'm gonna buy a DPU expansion. No, not a DPU expansion, I'm gonna buy a memory expansion. So the merchandise is most Digimon from seasons 1 to 5. I'm glad that you are liking the Sex 1S. There's definitely a whole learning curve of like other things you need to learn with it, so I'm sure as much as the mic itself will just improve quality, I'm sure there'll be a bunch of things that will be confusing. You still looking for Hookmon Fluffy? Because I can definitely begin the route for Hookmon. Yeah, but don't you worry, I'll find some time to sit down with you and like run you through the nonsense that is getting all of this working, because this microphone doesn't actually sound like this by default. What I'm, for you guys, so you can hear exactly what it sounds like raw. Okay, so I've turned off the plugins now, so I've still got a gate on so that way you don't hear background noise. But this is what the microphone sounds like raw. This is what I sound like in Discord a lot of the times, although Discord usually has compression. But when I'm doing voiceover, this is usually what my microphone sounds like when I'm recording raw audio. And you can immediately tell the way I talk changes because I have to enunciate things very differently. This is what happens when you add a compressor to it, which will help with just generally some of the balancing between highs and lows, especially when it comes to decibels. And then the main thing, the huge kicker, is equalization, which is also the most difficult thing to get your head around because everyone's voice profiles are different, and as much as I can recommend a default equalizer, there are still many things that you can do to change how your equalizer sounds. I actually still want to do a lot more with my equalizer to sort of really improve the way it sounds. I was listening back to some of how I sound in some of the streams, and I'm actually quite happy with it. My voice comes through nice and bassy, and it has almost a little bit of buzz, not like noise, but it has like a little bit of a buzz to it that just goes ooh. But yeah, there'll be many things to do with your microphone that will help it sound better. But the fact that you now have a better microphone, it will just feel fun. But yeah, now all of those EQs are back on. Yeah, that's where having other people judge it will help, because obviously they're also the people that are listening to it. I actually have I can have real-time playback in my ears, and obviously you can now as well, so you'll get used to hearing your own voice, which is quite useful because there's no delay in it. You won't end up in a dedicated wham situation because there'll be no delay in what you're trying to do. Okay, so first of all, let's move you over to Dimdirk, and already forgotten the other growth rates. We're going to put the dragon types in Dimdirk. So Dave is in Dimdirk. Mono can go to Dimdirk. Enjoy the rest of your stream. You got to head out. Thanks for dropping down, Simi. It was nice seeing you. Yeah, if you haven't already, hit the follow and you maybe catch me next time you're live. But yeah, much appreciated for sticking around. Hope you have a good evening or night or day, whatever time zones be. Alright, let's get these dragon types. I've forgotten what else was in there. I don't know why I needed this Monodramon. You know, I'm actually going to go into the farm island itself to check and see. No, not set of goods. Farm stats. Alright, so Aquan. Alright, do I have any Aquan Digimon? I don't, so let me synthesize some. Also, Dover, this is your chance to take a look at the Digimon that we have the access to conversion. But otherwise, if you have other Digimon that you like the look of, if you like the look of a certain Digimon that's here, we can get that. Otherwise, if you like a certain Digimon in general, I can synthesize one of those. Okay, so basically everything that's 100% or above is something that we can scan in. The one with the machine guns for arms you like, Gargomon. Alright, very, very good choice. Alright, you are now a Gargomon. Let's see. I don't actually have that many Aquan types like I thought. I do like Dorugumon, so I will turn Dorugumon into one. Who else is there that's useful? When in doubt, Digiconvert Vmon. You are welcomed over. Thank you very much for being a Dirkling and supporting the channel. This is the least I could do to have you represented. Also, when we do Pokemon as well, if you're still a Dirkling during the when we hop back into Pokemon, you bet your ass that you'll be able to lay claim to a Pokemon as well. Alright, I think that's nearly everyone except Tapirmon. Yeah, I like it. It was definitely fun during Mystery Dungeon, having like Howie running around as an Ella kid. Right, now we can actually populate our farm, and I need to go get them a food source because I did the memory expansion. Yeah, no, it was Digimon list. Digibank. Oh, I should put AOL Messenger in there. AOL Messenger can go in. Wait, why is this only 110? It's supposed to be 150. Chat, am I stupid? Did I buy the wrong farm island? Yeah, it's plus 160. And Dragon's plus 32. 110. Oh, you know what it is? It's because they don't have enough food. There's no food, so their growth rate is being capped. Herder. Oh, let's get Eisen in Dirkling Island. And now I need to go buy food for that island, otherwise they're going to have a capped growth rate. Ooh. Wait, this isn't what I want. Are you farm goods? You are consumable items. I do not want you. I've not used consumable items in a while, and I do not feel like buying equipment. Farm goods. Yes. So, I think my VOD is a great example of what I'm currently working with the camera angle is... Oh yeah, I forgot that you actually have access to a camera now. Alright, let's get some strawberries up in here. And we shall see if we can fit it. We may need to come back for a memory expansion. In fact, I'll just do it now. If I can afford it. Ooh, 6,000 bits. That's quite a hefty chunk. I realize I also didn't need to do it. I definitely did not need to do that because 8 plus 8 is 16. So I actually had enough. Whoops. Alright, so there is our log. So now these gamers can be lifting. Alright. This Agumon Mr. Game & Watch is not looking so great right now. Alright. Can you people like lift with proper form or anything? Like Ben somewhere is very upset at these people's inability to curl safely without causing themselves injury. There is 2 Vmons in here. Double Chief has redeemed Hydrate, much appreciated. There we are. And whilst we're here, we'll do both islands. Whoops. I'm gonna train all of these with the attack. And then after this, I actually need to swap in my... Wormmon because in order to Digivolve, he needs to hit a defense threshold, which I don't think he's going to hit naturally. But it looks like I'll be dead if Hydrate was not a feature. I mean, I'm concerned that I may be over-hydrating and I'm actually going to die sooner. Because whenever Josh shows up in chat, he redeems Hydrate like 5 times in the space of a minute. And your boy goes through an entire water bottle. But you know, you're keeping me healthy. I get a little bit veiny because of all the heat. I'm falling asleep, but I always endorse good form. Exactly, it's disgraceful behavior. It's disgraceful behavior on the side of Dim Dirk. Alright, so now Digimon list, Mino. No, not the dumbbell. Do not waste the dumbbell. We need the Pico Hammer. Bonk. Bonk. No. No. Bonk. I mean, you can ask him. Could ask him in his chat. I mean, to be honest, it's so normal for his chat at this point. I don't even think he would be surprised, just disappointed. He just wants me to consume the hydration. I I could buy more equipment, but to be honest, there's not really much point. Pheromon is 1 level away from digivolving. Did you have to be 22 or 20 to digivolve? You could be 20 to digivolve, so get your ass into Greymon form. Consume the water challenge. I will be consuming so much water during the stream on Sunday. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if the announcement has fully gone out, but I've leaked it like 3 times, so it's good. Sunday, Fight Club is hosting the charity stream for 24 hours, and I will be featured on it at multiple points across the day, including a section where I'm going to be running a strike team in Attack on Titan tribute game. So make sure you download the free client that the community has put together so you can play Attack on Titan tribute game with yours truly. I'm going to be setting up a team so that way we can try and clear out the entirety of the forest waves. There isn't a limit on the number of people that can join. I think servers can hold up to 12 people in one go. Tribute game is still alive, kind of. So you can't play it through the website due to Flash being Unity web player being killed. But there is a downloadable client that the community has put together. The day is Sunday, moving into Monday. Now the game is actually alive. They're actually working on an AOTTG 2, the community is, with like balance patches and other things like that. There's a whole thing for skin modding in that game. Since the default skin modding doesn't work anymore, there's like a whole like extra thing. The game has a PvP mode where you can play as Titans, and there's also a PvP mode where you can use the Season 3 anti-human gear. I was going to resub, but I'm going to donate on Sunday instead. That's cool, man. You know, I'd say that it is going to a better cause for charity. There's no rush. You're still the homie whether you've got the Dirkling badge next to your name or not. But yeah, it should be good. And also, there is a hidden challenge if people hit a thing. Yeah, it is part of the RC mod. Yeah. So it's I forget what client I actually use for mine. I have it somewhere, but I'll probably end up re-downloading it, to be honest, because I don't even remember where I saved it to. I played it on stream a couple of days ago. Or not, no, a couple of weeks ago even, sorry. Oh, where would I have saved that? Ooh, I have no clue where I would have saved that. Well, either way, I'll probably end up downloading it, getting everyone to play it. But yeah, Fluffy, you're more than welcome to join us for the raid. We're going to be doing the forest level, probably. Yeah, forest level, we might do something like we might fight Annie or do the Colossal Titan fight or some stuff like that. But it should be a lot of fun. Just doing some group games together. I'm still sick at the game. I'm not as sick at the game, unfortunately. I might actually try hard and practice on stream. Yeah, we're going to be doing that. There's going to be sketch commissions available. So if people want to have the very talented and lovely Kaylin Muriel do like sketch commissions for like fighting game characters or whatever, she'll be sketching those live on stream through like a picture-in-picture thing. So whilst we'll be playing other games, you'll be able to actually see the artist working on artwork. Art Shark as well is going to be doing the same thing as well during like the midday section of the stream. So it should be a lot of fun. There'll be worms later, so you can see the actual worms prodigy, KnTElixARCHIVE, absolutely bang in worms. I am nutty at that game. I am pure dirt at that game. Except for like the occasional times where I forget what I bound jump to and am right above a cliff, but that's okay because we still collect them W's, and even when we don't collect W's, we effectively just make sure somebody else collects a fat L. Yeah, the servers are I don't actually know what the servers are running off of, but the servers are still live in this mod. The reason Fung cut off the servers is just because it was so expensive. A lot of people a lot of servers are still up. There are some browsers Unity web player still works on, but he ripped them. Okay. He had to pay for all of them, and it was expensive, so he ended up cutting it. But it's okay though, because the game is still playable, like fully. And it was on its most recent patch before it died. And AOTTG 2 is being worked on by some of the heads of like the committee, which is awesome. So I'll definitely be playing TT2 when it comes out. But just having some fun in a game that got me into like a lot of competitive stuff. Fun fact, even though my group KNT were a like Smash TOing team, our first game, like our first competitive game that our name actually comes from is from Attack on Titan tribute game. The game holds a very special place in my heart. Kohai no Supersus means Wings of Desolation, so it was a play on the Wings of Justice. And yeah, we're big AOT fans, and a lot of my early YouTube content when I was taking it a lot more seriously was Attack on Titan tribute game content. Some of it is still up, but not all of it. But yeah, you know, another Elixar lore dump. I love me some AOTTG. One of the first things I did at uni was the Weeb Society was doing an Attack on Titan tribute game night. And I came to the tribute game night and I fucked on everyone. They were doing the forest thing, and I would see people like they were looking like the extras in AOT. They'd be like clinging against the wall just above the Titan's height, and then they would be sticking there, and people would like stand on the neck and just start mashing on the back of their necks. They would get a kill for 10 damage, and then you just have me just flying around, zipping around, cutting necks. Godlike at that game. Swinging for like 1.7k. It was some good times. It was some very, very good times. Yeah, that's fair. I'm a manga reader, so I'm actually kind of behind on AOT right now because I just haven't been able to really read too much manga, and when I have been reading, I've been reading manhwa recently. Reading stuff like Tower of God, God of High School and stuff like that. But yeah, season 4 is supposed to be the finale. Man, it's so annoying when you like get such a you're moving at the speed of sound and you cut that neck and the game's like, nah, you didn't, bro. And you fly into the stratosphere and just like, ah, cool. Oh, the last time I talked about AOTTG, I stopped what I was doing to play AOTTG. You know? You know? It might happen. It might be I finish this quest and we take a quick Attack on Titan break. And by quick, I mean I play Attack on Titan and then end the stream because it is kind of late. I started at 10 PM. So I should not be awake right now, but I'm here trying to make sure that I get some headway. That's a lot of damage. Okay, I lost. Well, here's the medal. Take back the cool medal, please. Don't hurt me anymore. AOTTG is sick. It's honestly why I'm so sad that there's no good Attack on Titan games. Like, the main series games are worse than a tribute game made by some random Chinese developer in Unity. Also, can you level up, please? 1,400 experience away from level 40. I'm actually going to take off his Excalibur and change it to a bronze blade. I'm sorry to do this to you. Well, technically it's 2 because the models were done by his friend, but all the coding and stuff was done by Fung. But technically the models are by a different guy. But yeah, it was effectively one dude that just made an entire game better than Koei Tecmo twice. It's like insane. Yeah, so I will always have mad love for AOTTG, and I was actually the one that suggested it for for the stream, unsurprisingly, because it can get a lot of people in. We can get people rotating in and out if we have a lot of demand for it. There's the survival modes, there's boss fights, there's the Protect Eren game mode, which should be fun. There's just a lot of like 2013, like when Node was big. Yeah, it feels very Spider-Man 2. The controls are hard. Like I will obviously make fun of you during the stream because I'm a prick and I've been playing the game for like 7 years. So I'm a prick and I will make fun of you on the day, but realistically I'll be telling you now off of the official Staff Fight Club stream, that game's fucking hard. It is so hard to get used to because it's physics based, so you have to learn hook placements in order to get certain angles and balance out your rope, and you have slack rope if you're not boosting, and you have hard rope if you are boosting. Your ropes also go through trees if you're connected. There's a lot of like little things that you have to learn, and it's hard. However, I'm being nice now. I will 100% make fun of you on Sunday. There's also things where you can animation cancel, which actually breaks certain physics, which allow you to hit maximum velocity and more. There's a whole bunch of vectoring changes that you can make. In fact, one of the mice I used to have an infinite scroll wheel, because infinite scrolling in the game breaks the game. I might show it on stream. I might show it on stream, like if I do a practice stream on Saturday. If I do a practice stream on Saturday with viewers or something, I will show you what infinite scrolling does in this game. It turns the game into a full-on nightmare physics be damned mode. But yeah, we'll let people know what the link is for AOTTG to make sure that we can all get involved, and I would love to revive AOTTG in my friendship group, because I love the game dearly. I love the game dearly. We've given her equipment. Oh wait, actually, let's check this guy's stats. You didn't know it existed until now? Yeah, it was basically a thing that if you knew Etika back when Etika was a new YouTuber, you would have heard of AOTTG. If you knew the great Skirazi when he was like popular, you would have learned of AOTTG. If you followed Node in 2013, you would have learned of AOTTG. If you didn't follow any of those three, you basically didn't know the game existed. Yeah, no, I used to know Etika back when he was a channel with 15 YouTube subscribers. So yeah, I miss the dude a lot because I've known him since before he was big. Like, I knew him before he started doing Attack on Titan content. So AOTTG and Etika are like a massive part of like my growing up in secondary school. I found them through Node first, and then I found Etika, and then I just kind of watched his content every day. Stats wise, we need his speed to be. Wait, was it defense 110? Defense 110. Okay, so we've hit our defense goal. We just need our speed to be 6 higher. So after this quest, we might actually have to spend the money on getting something that increases our speed count. I don't think there's anything up here for us. Yeah, there's nothing here for us. We'll go up. We'll go up and around. But yeah, the good thing about getting the links and stuff early is I need to reset my character customization because the old character customizer that was built into the app doesn't work properly anymore. It's like disappeared. What camera type? I use TPS. I found the game much easier to handle when I played in TPS. Because the movement just made more sense to me. I actually didn't realize TPS meant third-person shooter until like 4 years after I'd been playing the game. my friend Paul, or Horror as some of you guys know him, my doubles partner yesterday in Rivals of Aether, he plays on Original. He actually learned Original, and in terms of damage, we used to go toe to toe. We would be constantly pushing each other's high scores, and like when one of us would screenshot and send each other, it's like, yo, I hit 1.1k today. The other would just get on the PC and grind for 4 hours, and they send back a screenshot. It's like 1.23, and then you'd be like, let me go into that. Let me go into that forest level 1, and you check your spawn. What size Titan spawned? Okay, it was too small to the medium. No, reset. I want a big Titan to make sure I have the best chance of getting max damage, so I can go big and get that big hitbox. And you reset and you reset and you reset. And you're like, yo, I got the big Titan. Okay, let's get the fat damage. I'm not trying to clear. I'm just trying to hit fat damage. And that was my rivalry with Paul. We would constantly be going back and forth. Wait, there's just a flower in the way now? I don't actually remember where Arukenimon is supposed to be. But yeah, after this quest, because you got me thinking about AOT again. I'll play some AOTTG again just to show off. Yeah, really just to show off. Not show off the game, but show off. You can right click heavy attack momentum cancel. You can do it on left click as well. Yeah, the game is super fun, so I'm looking forward to other people discovering it for the first time, playing AOTTG, feeling like a background character as they struggle to stay alive to basic normie titans. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's genuinely gonna be a lot of fun, and you know, we'll do a bunch of different things. Oh, yeah, Colossal Titan boss fight is kind of annoying, because Colossal Titan boss fight is one of those ones that requires coordination, because it has the additional thing of don't let the regular Titans make it to the gate, which is like a cool story nod, but it's also really annoying. Yeah, because as far as I remember, you've got the... It was kinda... His hitbox was really inconsistent, which was a real problem. You could have times where you would just like murk him, and then you'd have times where you'd be literally in his diamond thing, inside his skin swinging, and get nothing. And you'd be like fully tethered to him, not getting anything. And then suddenly it was like, oh yeah, you did 800 damage, or you'd be moving at max speed and do 10. Like, it was really... Oh, come on, random encounter. Ninjamon, why you gotta be simping for Arukenimon? Come on, bro. Come on, bro, you're better than this. I will say I do like the damage numbers were slightly inflated, because that 10 damage could have easily been 1, but it wouldn't have been nearly as satisfying to get everything else. What? Alright, so we got Arukenimon, and now we're going to see if we utterly murk her like we did last time. Yeah, honestly, the movement alone is just the reason to play the game. Alright, let's see. Oh, it just does so much damage. She is much tankier though, so we are going to Raging Light her. Oh, that critted as well. Light resist down. Poison powder's going to hit all 4, and we're all going to be poisoned. Luckily, I don't think this fight is going to be lasting long enough for it to matter. Lower her defense yet again. Oh, the critical this... it might not kill, actually. If this doesn't kill outright... Alright, it killed outright. Her crit stat is really high. Gundam has hit level 25, Ruin has hit level 14. I don't think he's going to double level. I stand corrected, level 15, and Maino is going to hit level 24. Oh no, I hate you. Yeah, that's right. Give me that damn trophy, stupid. Get me out of here. I want to play Attack on Titan. I know there's a gate disc somewhere around here, but I don't want to find it. I want to play Attack on Titan. Get me out of here. Cubimon was... not this Cubimon, this Cubimon. Yeah, you got back the trophy and medal. Eli, thank you, you're the best. I guess it was my fault for being so beautiful. I'm such a bad woman. Now, get your reward at the Shine Center. Thank you very much. You know, you rock that confidence, girl. Okay, so we are going to turn in this 140 tamer points, 6,500, a full repair S, and a congratulations message. Alright, nothing from the dragons. They're doing alright. Aquans, how are you doing? Nothing from the Aquans. It looks like we're going to be doing a bird Digimon quest again. We got to dig in Task Canyon. And we have to talk to Garudamon, the ultimate level form of Biyomon. And its all name has redeemed a posture check. Very fair. I have not been sitting up straight at all. Make sure we got that good posture. This is actually going to be the first time I've played AOTTG on my new keyboard. So it probably will feel much better than when I last played on keyboard. So we're going to find the Garudamon first, and then we're going to save and quit. So here you are, Garudamon. Yes, the very, very fancy board. I'll show it off again for people that haven't seen it. If you haven't heard me utterly raving about it. To be honest, I'm surprised at myself that I didn't spam it literally all over social media. Considering I minged about it on social media significantly. But we're going to throw it to a quick break whilst I download Attack on Titan again and find it. I'm probably going to save it to my SSD because I care about the game that much. But yeah, we'll do a cheeky break. Thank you to everyone that's watched Digimon so far. I hope you've been enjoying the series and the collaboration with Vermilingus, who's been playing Digimon World Dusk. This whole series has been a lot of fun. I was going to play it anyway, as we I was going to do it because of the community vote, but doing the collaboration with Verm has been a lot of fun as well. I don't actually know how custom characters work for AOT, so we will figure that out today, because I'm not actually going anywhere. I'm just going to throw it to a break whilst I download it, and also so I know where to cut for the VOD. But yeah, I shall see you guys in the next Digimon video.